Scoutcraft 3.1 includes tying a half knot, a clove hitch, and a fisherman's knot. Half hitch we've covered off a few times. Got a rope, blue, red, cross over with the blue, pull it through. There's your half hitch. You can pull it tight. There we go. We'll do it one more time. Everyone should be well experienced with this one by this point in time. Another rope, red, yellow, cross over, pull through. There you go, half hitch. Next is tying a clove hitch. So I've got my fake tree. In this case, we'll say this is a post. So I've got access to the top of it. There's two ways that you can tie a clove hitch. First one, just go around the post, cross over your rope, come back around, and then you go under your rope and pull tight. So this part is where you keep the tension, and that's your knot there. So the clove hitch is a fairly distinctive knot where it crosses over like that. Another way of tying it is if you have access to the top of a post, you can just make two loops in your rope, and that will work out the same way, same effect. So twist your rope so your loop is crossing over and going to the right. You see it's crossing over and going to the right. You make another loop on the right hand side that does the same thing, crossing over and going to the right. Pull it with my thumb so it doesn't come apart. Now I take the one on the right, put it underneath, slip it over the post, pull, and I wind up getting the same effect. So if you don't have access to the top of a post, this is my simulated tree, my doweling. Same idea. I go under, around. When I come up the other side, I'm going to cross underneath my rope and pull. There you go. There's two different ways of tying the clove hitch knot. The fisherman's knot is used for tying two pieces of rope together. We've already covered off the sheet bend in the sailing OAS skills, but this would be the first time of doing a rope joining on the Scoutcraft side of things. So for this one, you are essentially making a half hitch on one rope and a half hitch on another rope, but you're doing the half hitch around the other ones. So here we have my two red ropes. I'm going to tie a half hitch with this red ended one, just a normal half hitch, but it's around the other rope. Now my other rope, I tie a half hitch around my red one. Two half hitches have been tied. Now as I pull them together, just tightening that one up, pull them together, now these ropes are tied together. This works out well if you're tying ropes of similar size. If they're a dissimilar size, the sheet bend comes in handy for that. Well, let me tie it with two different sizes of ropes. I can use the same sheet bend, the same red rope. I'm going to use my yellow rope. So I'll tie the yellow rope around the red with a single sheet bend, and then I'll tie the red rope around with a sheet bend. Yes, I'm going to wind up with 3 ropes tied together. So now as I pull that together, how's this going to work? The key there is that the yellow rope, which is bigger, needed to be fairly tight or else the red rope might have started to pull through. But that is also a secure knot, and there's the two red ropes together, also secured. So that is the Fisherman's Knot, a fairly easy knot to tie with 2 half hitches on 2 different ropes.